Peace, family. I love you all and hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. Today we're going to discuss healing generational curses. So, a lot of people view generational curses a lot differently than what they actually are. And today I'm going to describe what a generational curse is and kind of give you an explanation of how to remove them from your life, basically using shadow work. So, a generational curse is not something where some witches or something back in the day put a curse on your family. Actually, your individual family members basically have cursed themselves by allowing less than perfection within their life and allowing the ego and the false self to basically claim authority over your life. An out of control shadow, when your shadow is not aligned and um, infused within your body, um, harmonized within the body, then your shadow can actually consume and overtake you and it take control of your life, which definitely is like an out of control ego. So, what are these generational curses? If you want to think back to your childhood or just your life in general and think about your close immediate family, what are some habits or traits that your family, exudes that is going to negatively basically affect your life? So, did you ever have any mental, physical, or sexual abuse throughout your life within your family? Um, have you dealt with things like a lot of people think that mental abuse is someone actually cussing at them and going off at them, but there's actually much more subtle forms of mental abuse, like telling your children that they can't accomplish something, or giving them any sort of doubt or negative um, comments towards things that they are doing. Anytime you're talking down to someone, basically. And there's many other aspects, like within your health. If you are someone who looks at your family and they say, oh, we have a history of diabetes, we have a history of cancer, we have a history of heart disease, or anything like that, if you are mentally and energetically, emotionally attaching to that and stating that, oh, well, I have a history, my family has a history of this, so therefore I do, as being a extension of them, and you accept that, then guess what? A lot of the time you'll turn around and end up having those diseases because you are actually allowing yourself to bring that awareness into your consciousness, and you're accepting that, and your beliefs have a lot to do with your reality. When your beliefs are connected to the subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind rules everything throughout your life. Most people think their conscious mind is making the decisions, but actually you're running off of your habits, your beliefs, and basically just routines that you've placed yourself in. Your subconscious mind is just acting those out. Although you think your conscious mind is actually the one doing all the work, but your conscious mind is just a tiny percent of your entire experience. That's why, where they say you're only using 10% of your brain. Well, no, I use 100% of my brain, but the 10% is only the active part that I actually am recognizing, the conscious mind, or most people actually recognize. But the health thing is definitely a big thing. Do you have a history of alcoholism or drug addiction within your family? Well, if you are accepting that just since my family's addicted to drugs or alcohol, then I'm prone to do it. So then you just make excuses. This is a victim mentality. You're giving yourself all the excuses in the world not to change and not to better yourself. And all of these that I've listed are all generational curses. So, how exactly do we change this? How do we break these generational curses? And the most important thing to be doing is shadow work. You need to be making yourself aware and integrating all of the unconscious and suppressed aspects of yourself. Tapping into your inner child. You know, we've lost a connection to our inner child. But in order to change the habits and the routines and these generational curses that we have to actually step outside of the normal boundaries and begin to integrate the things that we don't think is acceptable or whatever, and remove the things that we find completely unacceptable. So you need to be working on these things. Do you have a problem with anger? Did you feel like you maybe got that from your family? Was any of your parents or whoever raised you constantly angry and yelling at you? Then you need to be working on your patience. You need to be working on your anger. You need to make sure that you don't allow yourself to get emotionally attached to situations, scenarios, and people, in order to allow your anger to take control over you. If you have addictions, you need to work on getting these out of your life, because just having this victim mentality of, well, my parents did, so then I'm an addict. That's victim mentality. You're never going to get anywhere keeping a victim mentality. So basically, just it's super simple. Work on these things that you have seen throughout your family. Remove the rights that it has to your life, and reprogram the subconscious mind to remove all of these things that you deem unacceptable, basically. So I think that's probably about it for this video. I just basically wanted to go in on what generational curses are, and to tell you the truth that you are not bound to these. You can remove these generational curses. Let you be the final line. Let you be the point all the way throughout history, the thousands and thousands of years that have happened that brought your family to this point of you, and you be the stopping point. You be the one that says the curse ends here. And make sure that whenever you have children, that you make sure that you are not using these and doing the things that your family did to you. Make sure that you're the one that actually changes this, and then watch how quickly the next few generations expand and grow spiritually and grow physically and mentally. It will happen so quickly that it will absolutely blow your mind. But that's basically it. This is how to understand what a generational curse is and how to remove it from your life. I've done other videos on reprogramming your subconscious mind. I'll be doing a few more. Meditation, very important, because meditation actually does rewire the brain, builds new neural pathways and stuff. So if you're trying to build something new in your life, you need to be able to connect those neural pathways that have been disconnected for so long. So meditation on and contemplation on all of these subjects is definitely a very powerful practice. I think that's about it. If anyone has any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Like the video and subscribe if you haven't. There'll be many more thought-provoking videos to come. I love you all. Peace.